Just a quick wild garden walkthrough this evening. It's middle of August and everything has gone a little bit to the jungle. My volunteer marigolds are gigantic bushes. I moved the strawberries over to this row. They're doing okay, but getting drowned out. I have a tomato in there somewhere. And there's another tomato. This one I think actually has a couple tomatoes on it, but these marigolds are just a little wild. I maybe should have thinned them out a little. And the sunflowers as usual. And then this whole side is just junk. I didn't clean this out. It's one of those years. There's Minnie Mouse the cat. The pollinator garden is looking a little rough this year. Weedy, and I have weeded it, looked good for a few minutes, and now it's back to more grass. My blazing star didn't come back. I did my butterfly weed. This will be the second time it flowered, but I used to have a wild geranium in there. That didn't really come back. The daisies are just finally now starting. This was a new columbine this year. This is got tipped over from the rain. The lavender's okay, but I mean there's grass everywhere. I did finally get a echinacea I threw in there. Everything's a little smashed. And wow, really does need more weeding, yikes. And then I put a lupine in there. Oh, this was ranunculus, and it doesn't look good. And there were two other perennials in here that are just, I don't know what happened to them. The clematis is climbing up a volunteer sunflower that I should have pulled out. I did clear this out a lot so my bee balm actually can see the sun, but there used to be another one. That one didn't come up. There's a really sad, like, one leaf of the delphinium, and I thought somewhere in here there was a couple other things, but the bachelor button is in the middle there, and then these goldenrod, I don't know, so looking kind of sad this year, but whatever. I ended up planting some of the shorter sunflowers in these holes. Only some of them came up, and then these were all volunteer weedy things. This is my non-thinned row of cherry tomatoes, which is like growing out. You can see the bed is there, and they're growing all the way out, just cascading everywhere. Tomato jungle. And then another very overzealous marigold. I have some peppers in here, one there and one in there. And these are the onions I never picked last year and didn't pick this year. I should probably pull them out, but at this point I think they're holding everything up. More peppers on this side, and then this goofy thing. I don't know what strain of cosmos this is, but the thing is absolutely massive. Like this, the stem is just like a tree, and I yanked a part of it off by accident, and it was growing extra roots, so I just stuck it in the dirt in one of the other beds, and now it seems to have perked back. This side was beans, snap peas, but those are done for the year. I put some more seeds in to see, and then my beans are going crazy, and beans on that side, and this thing is full of dill, and this is all volunteer borage. I just left it because the bees like it, and my chives are a little wild. This I just didn't end up planting anything in here, and I'm just going to let the dill drop its seeds. There's the beans. More borage. This actually was snap peas, but like one volunteer bean from last year. Carrots probably need to be thinned, but they're there. There was radishes, and then all that was volunteer lettuce. I finally yanked it all out. And my corn over here. This is my raspberries, which I believe the bed goes to about there, and the raspberries go to all the way over there. So this needs to be pruned, like really bad. There was a walkway through here, And then I believe there is a row of corn. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no, so this is the first row of corn, which I'm guessing some of these aren't going to do too good, but I have 6 rows of the rainbow popcorn. They're kind of here and there and everywhere. Some are tall and tasseling and have ears. Some are little short things. There is cilantro in like every hole of the corn. I don't know how it got so bad this year, but it's kind of crazy. And then stuff growing in the cracks, and this is all volunteer stuff, and sunflowers I didn't yank out till I should have. My apple tree is real tippy and has a ton of apples, but then we got hail, so all of them are damaged. The kids' fairy gardens have been taken over by volunteer spider flowers. I should probably trim those all back so they can see their other plants that are in here. This lamb's ear is doing really well. A couple random pots that don't look so good. I did plant some nasturtium in there. It didn't really do anything. And here was the great experiment of the year. I did all the flowers, just a mix of a ton of flower seeds all the way down here. There's still a lot of weeds because it's hard to tell what's what, but the flowers are doing pretty good. Pretty happy about that. And then I had been doing pretty good keeping out the sunflowers, and then I stopped, and now there's sunflowers. This was garlic down the middle, and I did pick these. And then this side is regular potatoes, which definitely need to be picked. They're starting to die back, and there's a lot of weeds, so I'm guessing those aren't going to do as good. These garlic too were just very small. I was really late on pulling the scapes, and then I was really late on getting them out of the garden. In fact, this side here, somewhere in the sunflower mess, is 2 more rows of garlic that I really need to pick. This was more flowers on this side, but this side I didn't have as many seeds, and the sunflowers took over. So there's still a few things, but it's not nearly as nice as the other side. And then this year, I've never done this before, but this is sweet potatoes. But they just aren't spreading as much as I was told they would, and they definitely are not keeping the weeds back. I've weeded it a few times. Doesn't look like it. And then my climbing loofah bottle gourds, they're doing pretty sad. I finally did weed them, so I don't know if that was holding it back. And then the beds down here. These were doing gangbusters on the bachelor buttons, but then we got a storm and everything got flat, and it's looked pretty crummy since. And I should pull the weeds. This calendula did not. This had tons of calendula last year, and this year it's kind of just bachelor buttons, so I should, I don't know, cut these all back, I suppose. Same over here. The blanket flowers finally decided to come up. I suppose they had been getting shaded too much by the tipped over bachelor buttons. Here's that massive cosmos. It was like getting real droopy. I just stuck it in the ground. I didn't do anything, and now she's back. It's been about a week, I think. So I think that might do okay, but I don't, like, this thing is huge. It's ridiculous. It's also the difference between my bachelor buttons here. They're real, like, wispy and, little. But the ones in the pollinator garden they come up super early in the spring, and it's a big, like, one singular bush of a plant. And I don't know what the difference is between the two. Comes back every year but those come back, but I think they reseed themselves, so I don't know. Anyway, that is the mess for this year. I didn't plant as much as I usually do, and I'm just taking it easy. Sometimes you gotta have a little bit of an off year, I think.